Guys, just thought I'd make a video real quick. Hang on just a second. I'm driving. I thought I'd make this video kind of quick while I'm driving in the car. And this has to do with having developmental disorders, kind of all, autistic problems, neurodevelopment problems. That's kind of like autism. What's going on here? Hang on just a second, guys. There's smoke up here. I had my window down. Oh, somebody's burning something over here. But this video has to do with autism, neurodevelopment disorders, and how men and women are treated, like I said, differently. And that this is not fair because this comes into disabilities and things. So what do I mean by that? Alright, here we go. Sorry about that. I had to switch my phone. My head was itching. I was posting on one of the autism forums. I go on there and ask questions because, they're similar to us, and somebody that's not autistic in any way is just not going to understand this stuff. You're going to have to ask people that have a form of it or have it really bad or lightly or whatever that are going to understand you because they have some of the symptoms you have. So they're going to understand what's wrong. Now, there was a guy on there that talked, this was a father. He doesn't have autism, but his daughter does. And he said, my daughter is 20, I think he said 27 or something like that, 26, 27. She must be autistic, and I guess she lives at home. I don't know if he said she went to college. I don't remember what he said, but she's living at home. I guess either not working or she's not married, and from the way he talks, not in a relationship or anything. So she's at home, and he basically tells her, well, she can just stay as long as she wants. That's what he put in the post. My daughter's here with me, and she can live with me as long as she wants. Now, like I said, I don't know. He didn't say, I don't know if she's working. I don't think she is, because the way he made it sound, she's not working. So she has no employment, and she's staying with her parents, or at least her father. And he said she can stay as long as she wants. Now, when I was younger, and even to this day, I get yelled at constantly because I'm home. Constantly. That it's a bad thing that I'm home. Now, whatever you think about the matter, why would a father say that it's okay for his daughter to stay home? Would he be the same way? I guess he would if he knew his son had autism. That's part of the problem, is my mom didn't know I had it for most of my life. Because I wasn't severe enough to get tested. And I just found that interesting that he said it's okay for her to stay, and he probably never complains. She might not do anything. Now, I'm a man, and I never get that. When I was younger, Mom was always like, well, why don't you get a job? Because I had no interest in working. I knew that I was very disabled. I knew it even when I was young. I just didn't know what was wrong with me. And I didn't get a job. I stayed to myself because, like I said, it's so hard to describe because nobody understands being bad at everything. You're not good at it. I wasn't good at anything at all, period. I struggled with everything, even little things. I didn't learn to tie my shoe until I was almost 13 years old because it was so hard to do for me. That's because of my neurodevelopment problems. And as you can tell, that really went over very well. But anyway, that was why. And when I became 18 or 19, my symptoms were still pretty bad. I'm better now than I was at that age. But, Mom would always give me I'll go out and get a job. I'll go out and do this. Now I was made to get a job. I got one. It went terrible, because I struggled at it the whole time. And I didn't want to be there. And I didn't want to be around any of the people that, it was all that kind of stuff. And I just find it funny that it's like women and men are treated so differently. And it's because of all of this gender role nonsense. I'm sorry. I find it nonsense if we're going to treat people equally. And that's why. She's a girl and I'm a boy. She's a female, I'm a male. She's a woman, I'm a man. And that's just the way it's supposed to be. And I just get so sick of that, man. Like I said, whatever you think about autism or somebody not working or whatever, fine, whatever. But why should it be okay for her and not me? And like I said, I don't mean to pick on the man. The man, I'm sure he goes through a little bit. He's got a daughter with that disorder. It's not easy. And I don't know how severe she is. He didn't really say in the post. So I don't know if she's way worse than me. I don't know. But right off the bat, oh, she can stay as long as she wants. I never got that, man. From my mom, from society. It was always, what's he doing? Is he not doing anything? You know, we've always, as men, got to be doing something. You know, and I'm just thinking, for people to be off my back, I would have had to have been severely disabled. Like, it would have had to have been, like, so obvious that Ray Charles could see it. Know what I mean? I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I don't know. It just angers me, guys. I don't know how y'all feel on this matter. Like I said, leave a comment if you can. I'd love to know, because it just, things like that really irritate me. The post was today of the guy, you know, that said the autism thing, because I was talking about being at home and not, you know, kind of being at what we would describe as a NEET. And I think basically his daughter was probably also a NEET, you know, because of her autistic disorder. And I just thought it was interesting that, you know, when it was a girl, yep, she can stay home anytime, as long as she wants. She can live with it until she's 1,000, you know. And it's like, I never got treated like that. And believe me, mine was not because, and just like one guy, I was watching an autistic video earlier, and he said autistic people get accused of being lazy because we don't have the same desires that you have, you know, and we're disabled, we're messed up, but instead people just call us lazy and weird, and, you know, and we just have to take a lot of judgment. And if you're a boy, you've got to keep up that gender role, you know. But I just wanted to know any comments you guys have. I'd appreciate any comments that you think on this. And do you agree that I just don't think it's right that men and women are treated so differently, even when it comes to disabilities? You know? But I'd love to hear your comments, see your comments, and leave them, you know, at the bottom of the video. I just love to know what people think about that. But thanks, guys. Have a good one. Talk to you soon.